That's a forward tilt. I should be dead. There you go. Nice, I think I'm dead. Good stuff. I got too wild. Not sure why we're lagging all of a sudden. It's all good.
Yeah, maybe. Unfortunately, I don't have like a LAN connection just yet.
It's all good.
So I think people are on the bandwidth. Oh shit.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. So it's gonna be something I'm gonna fix before it happens.
All right, so I got a couple questions for you. So, my first question is, who did you play before you played Sephiroth? Can you hear me still?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, yeah. What
Alright.
was the question?
The question was, who did you play before you played Sephiroth?
Okay, that was like Kirby, but like that was like way back, like parties, like at friends' house,
Oh, so wait, okay, so you picked up this game recently then, right?
and like, yeah, like Christmas, like when they released the trailer or whatever.
I'm trying to think about even when Sephiroth came out. So you didn't play anybody in Ultimate before Sephiroth then?
No.
Okay. The reason why I ask is because you play very, not even aggressive, but you're really willing to chase me a lot. And just based on how Sephiroth is designed, that is not how you want to play Sephiroth. Not to say that you're not allowed to play him. You can play him however you want, but you're gonna have way more success playing him much slower.
Okay.
So the number one thing, like everybody in the game can be played as bait and punish. So like moving into somebody's zone, then walking out of their zone, and then hitting them with something. But for Sephiroth, like Sephiroth is a lot like Byleth in that regard, where they don't have super fast frame data, but they hit like a truck if you happen to get hit by whatever they're throwing out, right?
Right.
So that's one thing I want to say for sure is there's quite a few times when we were like in neutral and I wasn't really winning by enough for you to have to feel pressure to chase me, but you were willing to chase me anyways, right? So definitely want to slow down. The other thing I want to do with his aerials, especially his back air, is you want to be walling out a ton more, right? You should be throwing this out so much more so that for me, I have to deal with getting past this, right? If I want to hit you, I have to make sure that I'm catching your landing leg. If I can just jump up and hit you with whatever I want, then that's showing that you're throwing out moves either too early, or you're like throwing them out like way too high so I can catch you like at the top of your jump. Or sometimes you're not throwing out anything at all. Or I saw a lot of dash attacks as well. Dash attack is very unsafe on shield, right?
Right. So
you can be spacing back air. Back air can also knock down at 0. So if you knock somebody down, you can start tech chasing them. Do you know much about tech chasing before I get any further?
I think it's like once they hit the ground, you want to hit them before they do the thing.
Yeah, before they get a chance to move, that would be like a jab lock. Or after they've moved, once they've made a decision, if you can make a read or react to whatever that decision might be. So if you knock me down, so do an up throw. Just grab me and do an up throw. Right. So this is me in a tech situation, right? If I don't do anything, this is just nothing. But if I roll, for example, right? If I roll, tech chasing would be chasing the roll. If you know I'm going to roll, you can run with me for a dash attack or a grab or something, right?
Got you, yeah.
So that's essentially this character's game plan, is knock down your opponent, then tech chase them. Right, that's number one. Number two would be getting getting your opponent to the ledge, right? If you can ledge trap them, hitting them with forward tilt, down on an angle, or catching jumps, right? This is gonna be your number one probably your best kill move because it's incredibly safe if you space it. If you do it right on shield, it's not safe. But even if you mildly space it, like catch someone with the middle hit or the actual absolute tip of the sword, then that's going to be pretty much entirely safe against most characters. Only a few characters,
Right.
maybe like Link up B. Anyone who has like a huge up B out of shield will be able to catch you, or if they have like, I don't know, tons of range on like a back air or something like that. Not a lot of characters can punish this, right? But yeah, as far as how you want to play, I saw a lot of up B as well. Up B isn't too bad. Like if you want to throw it out like this version of it, if you want to do the charge version, you want to use that once you've knocked somebody down. Right? It covers so much as it's not your main tech chase option, but it's a very, very strong tech chase option. Your main tech chase option, realistically, as like your safest one, would just be side B. If somebody rolls or does get up attack or anything, you hit them with this, and now they have a lot of things to deal with as far as either trying to get you off stage so they can shield, or just running away from you so they can shield. And also you could potentially shield break them. Right? So, let's do some playing, and I want you to just see how I play this character. Okay? I'm not going to say that I play him absolutely perfectly, but it's going to be very different from what you were doing.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, there's 4 minutes left. We can still fight this one out, see how it goes. Let's do it. Actually, wasn't sure if you're gonna cross me up. Oops.
Oh shit, anyone can do that.
I was gonna say that catches the ledge, catches everything pretty much. I tried to up smash. Whether you could have back aired near the shield, something like that. Right? Catch. All good. Oh, I tried to down smash. Do that. I'm dead? I'm still living. This might be dead. No, good DI away. No jump.
Okay.
Or no, double jump, I should say. It's all good. This will be death to catch.
Okay.
Oh, not like this. It's all good, bro. But you'll notice right away, or at least you should notice, once I had a lead, I almost never approached you. Right?
Okay.
Because like I said, one of the main strengths of this character is his range, right? So if I'm rushing you down, whether I'm winning or losing, I'm gonna struggle, right? My fastest move is actually not my fastest move. My fastest move that would make sense to approach with is Nair, and Nair's frame 9, which is not very fast, right?
Okay.
Then I think forward is frame 13, back is frame 15. Not very fast, right? So if I'm just gonna run in and go for any aerial towards you, if I don't space it properly, you can punish me out of shield and get a grab for the most part, right? So instead of using my main weakness to try and fight you, I should turn my range and my kill power and my disjoint into my main strength. And the number one way to do that is to play defensively. So as I'm saying this, I don't know if this sounds like the character you really want to play. If you want to play more aggressively, I would say it's possible, but you have to be so much better than your opponent. And even then, you're still going to play a lot of bait and punish, right? Like, if you really want to play
Right.
aggressively, like, there's Roy, there's Falcon, there's Sheik. I wouldn't really recommend Sheik, but, like, more aggressive, right? You can play Fox, right? If you want to play Sephiroth and you have your heart set on playing Sephiroth, then we can absolutely do that. I'm just saying, as far as rewiring yourself to have the most success, it's going to be an uphill battle, to say the least.
Mhm.
If you really want to, obviously we can keep playing. I have a lot of time still. We can keep on fighting and see how things go. And yeah, just get your hands used to playing this character. Try and think defense first, right?
Right.
That's not what I wanted.
Oh,
It's all good. Okay, I don't mind it. Oops. I'm just dead. You catch. You hate to see it. Okay. You're throwing out a lot of aerials right now, right?
mhm.
It's gonna make your character so much slower doing that too. Of course, yes, you want to play him slowly, but you don't want to put yourself in lag. Because although I'm playing slow as far as how often I'm trying to approach you or hit you, I'm still very fast and hard to hit, right? I'm not throwing
Right.
out tons of attacks. I'm more focused on my movement as my main, I guess, weapon with this character. So if you go into my range and you're in lag, then I get to hit you, right?
Right.
There you go, nice back there. Or in forward tilt. That's gonna be shield break. It's all good, bro. So, good catch. I messed up. Smash. It's all good, bro. So I was gonna say, another thing to keep in mind as well, because I've been playing this game since day one as well, right? So I'm gonna be able to
Okay.
see these habits and try and exploit them as much as I possibly can. And in some cases, like of course, if you're not necessarily new to Smash, but this is a new character in general, right?
Mhm.
So just based on the playstyle and stuff, it's gonna be I guess difficult to get used to, if that makes sense. Like before, like obviously, if you've only got the game in Christmas, I'm assuming you haven't competed or anything like that, right? Just because of COVID
No,
and all
no.
that. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just thinking. Also, do you want to switch your stage? Switch your stage to
Oh,
switch your stage to FD or Final Destination,
okay.
or actually any Omega stage doesn't really matter. Just no
Oh, no,
platforms.
Mega Stage.
Yeah, any
Okay.
Omega.
All right.
All right. Let's do this. Alrighty. You ready?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep,
I didn't know if you were saying
No,
something.
no,
Yeah.
we're
Okay.
good. We're good. I just wanted to try playing on a no platform, so you can try and work a little bit more on neutral, unless I'm getting caught on platforms or any sort of platform work at all. Nice.
Stuff.
Doing much better right now.
Oh, whoa.
It worked out, kind of.
Ah, no.
You gotta be careful landing with down air too. It feels like a safe idea just because you're coming down fast with a hitbox.
Yeah.
But even if you get stuck into the ground, like you can't shield right away, right? So I
Right,
get a
so there's
chance.
lag.
Yeah, there's lag, so I
Right.
get a chance to either go for a grab if you happen to shield, or if I am there before you can shield, I can just hit you, right?
Mm,
Also, when you're coming
Yeah.
down, it's very obvious as well, right? Because you stall and then fall.
right. Okay. All right. Ready?
Yep. Keep on. Nice.
Okay.
Oh, not like this. You hate to see it. It's all good, bro.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oops.
Oh. Okay. Oh.
All good.
Oh no.
It's all good. You had the SD too.
Yeah. Well.
That's all good, man. Let me see. So what did you say at the very beginning?
Mhm.
I'm just trying to read back into our thing.
Oh, like the actual chat I sent you?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. No, I mean, nothing like super informative. It's just like I just want to beat my friends with this character. Just like
That's all good.
that was about it.
Who do your friends play?
Okay, so one of them plays Samus. Another one plays Bowser Jr. Samus or Link, and then there's Bowser Jr. And then there's another guy who like can't pick a character. He's just like overall good.
Okay.
But like he recently beat me a lot with like Donkey Kong and Yoshi.
Okay.
And then there's this one guy who's like crushing me with King K. Rool. So those are the those are the
Those are the main characters. Okay.
that I know of.
Okay. So just based on that, I feel like the only character that you'd have like relatively decent time with would be like DK or Yoshi, just because you have the range.
No, I've been struggling with both of those actually.
I was gonna say even like this. How do you do against the Samus and the Link? Better against them or worse?
Better.
Okay. Then I guess. So you said the guy that was the best player is the one that's playing the Yoshi and the Donkey Kong?
Yeah,
or-
he has he does King DDD sometimes. I can't. Yeah, I don't know how to beat him.
So he's probably just like a fundamentally good player then.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, that kind of goes back into the whole fundamentals with this character too, where it's like a lot of the times what makes this character so good is waiting for you to strike and then counterattacking everything you do,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I guess one thing that's going to help you versus your friends at the very least is at least knowing that with this character that you don't really get to fight first. If you want to just go
Right.
for pokes, that's different, right? You can go for a poke like that or poking with back air. But if you just run in and, like, let's say nair and land on their shield, like try and nair and then jab immediately or something like that, if they just shield, they can get a grab for free or an up at a shield or a nair, something like that for free every single time, right? Same thing with like your dash attack, same thing. So you got to try and stay at like a mid-range or max range of your sword, right?
Okay.
So if I'm staying at like this distance, for the most part, I'm not going to say that you can't do anything, but you have to be a lot more careful, right?
Mhm.
So if you can put them in the same situation, like if you're playing against Donkey Kong, there's nothing he can do to get past this. Provided that your timing
Right.
is good, he's nothing he can do. Right? If he tries to like jump above you, then you can try and call that out with a full hop, right? If he tries to
Right.
like do a dash attack, you'll hit him. You can also forward tilt.
Right.
He
But
could
then he does like
try.
the spinning thing.
I was just gonna say he could go for an up B. I think the only thing he could really go for. But if you see that coming, you can go for a back air, then shield immediately. Once he finishes up B, you could up smash out of shield. You could grab him. You could up tilt. You could forward tilt. I'm pretty sure it's 43 frames of lag at the end of DK's up B, so we have a lot of time, right? For the most part, though, that's one of those things. If you're getting mauled to death by DK or King K. Rool, King K. Rool is literally known as like a quote-unquote noob stomper because he punishes people for trying to mash on him because he has armor, right?
Mm,
So if you're pushing too many buttons on him, he can just push buttons through yours. So
Right.
you try and go for like a forward tilt, and he does one at the same time. He wins every single time, obviously.
right. Exactly. Exactly.
Super annoying, to say the least.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the case. So if he's gonna be doing stuff like that, you kind of have to just let him. Like if he's gonna throw out those buttons, be like, okay, you throw out your forward tilt, you have armor, but I'm gonna throw mine out at max range, so I'm gonna hit you, or I'm gonna hit you
Right.
after your armor ends, right?
Right.
So unfortunately for you, you have to be more strategic than he does,
Right.
right? Because if he just runs in with a dash attack, same thing, right? If you both go for dash attacks, he's gonna beat you every single time.
Right. Right.
So instead, you could be shooting stuff at him. You could be spacing him out. If he does happen to do something on shield that is not safe, and King K. Rool has a lot of moves that are not safe on shield, then you can punish him out of shield, right?
Mhm.
Since he's also pretty tall, you could go for fair or back air out of shield, right? And that will hit him. Nair is safe on shield, which is really weird. So if he does Nair on shield, you wouldn't be able to punish that. But overall, the main mentality with this character is you definitely have to be just so patient, right?
Mhm.
Alrighty. Yeah, let's fight this one out. See how it goes.
Okay. Okay.
Oops.
Crap. Not happening. Oh crap. Not happening number two. Oh my god. How do we get out of here?
Oops, I messed up.
Oh, man.
It's right there. See what I'm saying? Went for the dash attack, and then I counter
Yeah.
attacked you, right?
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna do that.
I'm so used to rushing in.
That's the thing. This game is hard, man. Like at the top level for this game, there's so many strategies
Crap.
that just they're very overwhelming, right? As far as like, okay, if someone wants to play super defensive against you and you want to play rushdown, unless you're
Yeah.
way better than them, you're probably gonna lose. To be honest,
Right.
more often than not, defense is gonna win you games.
Oh, like in general with this game or just this
Oh,
game?
in general, pretty much. Very few characters, unless you are like an actual god at making reads and your combo game is flawless. Like more often than not, being very aggressive is not going to be a good idea. Unless you're also your character has to be like built for that as well. Also, I don't know how serious your friends are and stuff like that. Like if you play sudden death or not, but
I don't think they're gonna want to do that.
okay, because
Yeah,
I was
think
gonna
they're
say
gonna do the whole percentage,
Yeah.
like whichever has the higher percentage or whatever.
okay. And that's a good thing too, because I was gonna say if that's the case, like right now, I don't have to fight you at all, right? Since I'm up by a stock, I can literally just run
Right.
around, And if I want to just counterattack you and that's all I do, then I'm gonna win because of that.
Mm.
Right? So the game is already over. Not even because of the timer, but because I don't have to chase you at all.
Right.
This is how Sephiroth is supposed to play. And then if you happen to get me to high enough percent where I get my one wing, then it's even more dangerous for you because I'm even faster and I have another jump and I can run away even easier.
Right. Right. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, that's been very. Yeah, I'm so used to like. I just want to like get the stocks. Like I'm so used to that.
Good stuff. I was gonna say, at certain levels of play, it'll definitely work.
Okay.
Oh, not like this. That saved you. You're living. Unless.
Do that. Okay, so yeah, they're calling me out. Oh no.
Okay, still living. Okay, that'll smash. So yeah, in tournament, that's GG's right there, right?
Right, exactly.
And if that's the level you're
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to
not-
get to, or what are you gonna say? Sorry.
No, literally, I was just like, I just don't operate. Like, I just don't play. Like, I don't think like that. Like, I'm just like, okay, it's 3 stocks or whatever.
And you know what? I can tell you right now, back when I very first started playing in Smash 4 competitively, I had the exact same mentality where it's like, we're playing a fighting game, fight me.
Right.
Right? Like,
Right.
I don't want to run away. I don't want to play defensive. I don't want to hold shield the whole time. I don't want to time you out. I want to either lose fast or win fast. Right? And unfortunately, and even though I can say like word for word, that's just how I felt back in the day, where it's like competitively, if you're playing this game, like I don't know how serious you want to become with this game. Eventually, if you want to start to compete, you want to play for money, you want to do whatever, anything along that line, right? If you want to get to that point, the point of the game is to win, obviously, right?
Mhm.
So if you have to win in your own way, and in your own way, based on, let's say, a certain matchup is the only way you can win is camp, then you have to camp. The only way you can win is gimp this person off stage because their neutral is just way too good. Then you're going to stay at the ledge and plank the entire time. If they come close, you're going to try and throw them off stage and ledge trap them. You're going to play, I guess you can say it's lame in some cases. There are a lot of players out there that play very, very lame and people don't like it, but these guys win. And at the end of the day, you don't have to care about if people like how you play. The point is winning, right?
Right.
So with that being said, if you're trying to beat your friends and that's your main first goal, and then you want to get into competitive play after that, then this character can definitely compete. Like if you know anything about competitive play already, do you know who Zachary is?
Yeah, I was watching some of those videos like
Yeah.
the other day.
So yeah, Zachary right now, as far as I know, he's considered the best Sephiroth in the world. And he's already a ridiculously good player. He played Wolf and he played Rob before. And just based on how he plays his character very, very slow, right? And you can get to a very high level with this character playing in that style. So what I'm telling you is exactly, not that I've ever coached Zachary, but if he ever said, oh, what do I do with this character? I'd say exactly what he's already doing, right? So it's not like play this way, then once you get better, then you can change. It's like, no, this is the way to play this character. The only thing that's going to change is your reads are going to get better, your spacing and your decision making is going to get better, right? But as far as the overall style, it's going to stay the same.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So that's up to you. Like I said before, mentally, do you want to play like that? Right? He plays a lot like Ike as well. A lot of practice, man. This is what it is. Catch. That was good. If you went to the ledge, I would have killed you.
Mm.
You're playing much better already. You might not feel like it, but you actually are. So when you're trying to get in right now, you're doing a lot of short hop fairs, right? Just trying to poke.
Right.
And here's the thing:
Yeah.
if you're trying to do this move, I have no reason. You gotta think this through.
To
okay?
get close to you, yeah.
Yeah, I have no reason to come close to you, right?
Right.
So if you do this, whether or not I'm playing Sephiroth or not, if I don't have to get close to you, I'm not going to. If I have a projectile,
Right,
I'm just
exactly.
going to shoot you. Even if I'm just playing as Fox, I'm just going to shoot you with a laser, which is incredibly weak, but it's pretty much just like Windex in the face saying, stop doing this.
Right,
you know?
right,
or
right.
spray bottle in the face pretty much saying, yeah, just stop doing this, right? So how can you approach if you're not really built to approach? With this character, number one thing you can do is, like I said, use your movement to try and scare me into doing something, right? Because you
Okay.
have a lot of ways to cover a lot of areas because you have tons of range, right? Up air is huge, your fair is huge, forward tilt is also huge. Like everything has a ton of range, right? But if you're just too far away, I'm not going to do anything. But if you like get close to me
Right.
like this, for example, like jump towards me then jump back, or like do a double jump right in front of me, right? Something like this, double jump right in front of me, then go for a grab, right? Like a tomahawk
Yeah.
grab. It's going to give you more chances to open me up, right? Versus if I'm just doing this, if you have like any sort of projectile, you can just hit me. You can just shoot me, I mean, right? Provided that I am the one losing, right? So you'll notice a lot of the times when I'm fighting you, I'm just moving, right? I wait for you to do something, and then if I am able to capitalize, then I will. And then once I capitalize, I reset.
Got it.
Good catch. There you go. You're getting them, man.
Crap. Okay, see what? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the double jump, right?
So okay, so yeah, so that was actually something I was gonna ask you before you left because like I've seen some of your videos and other people's videos about movement. I'm like, why am I doing all this? Like the short hops.
Mhm.
Like who cares? But yeah, now I'm seeing.
The point of it is to try and like fake you out, right?
Right.
Are you much of a sports guy? Like soccer,
I mean, I understand
football,
the analogies.
basketball?
Yeah. Yeah. Like if you use an analogy, I'll get it.
Yeah. So, well, do you play any of those sports?
Not super much.
Okay.
But-
I was gonna say, so we'll say an example like soccer is probably the best. If you think about the ridiculous handles that these characters, or I say characters, these players have, or even basketball too. It's like if you watch
Right.
Street Ball, if you know anything about like And One or any of those like
Right,
Street
right,
Ball,
right.
it's like yo, they do all this stuff, and they can get people to fall on the ground, like break their ankles. It's like I
Right.
didn't even touch you, you just fell. Like what's going on, you know? But they didn't just fall because you looked at them. They fell because you did all these moves, and they're trying to cover where you're gonna go, right? So
Right.
essentially, movement is trying to break someone's ankles, right? So for
Well,
example,
okay, yes. No, go ahead. For example.
yeah. So like I was saying right here, if I'm just jumping around in front of you and I get you to throw something out like that, if I'm able to get
Right,
down
then
there and
there's a
punish
lag.
it, yeah, I'm trying to
Right.
get you to put yourself in lag. And in case of putting yourself in lag in basketball, is like going in the wrong direction or falling, something like that. So I get an easy layup, and the easy layup in this case would be a punish, whether it's a forward tilt,
Like
a
something
grab,
like that.
or
Yeah.
a fair, or something like that, right?
Got it. So okay, so my question would be how would you practice doing all that without because if I start doing this,
Yeah.
like I get in aggro mode. Like that's my concern.
So as far as the movement itself, there's not a ton to really work on as far as saying, oh, I'm going to do a certain type of empty hop or move, and it's going to work guaranteed. Like that's not how it works, right? Because there's also a certain level of respect your opponent has to have for you to say, okay, if I just run up to you and empty hop, how do I know you're not going to just hit me? Because you might be able to just hit me, right?
Right.
But one of the things is for yourself to say, you got to test your opponents as well. So if I just jump in front of you, are you going to hold shield for a super long time? Or are you going to, let's say if I run up to you and I go like this, right? Like literally just run up and I don't actually throw out anything. If you stay in shield, the next time I'm just going to go like this and then go for a grab, right? And you can't react to that. So on the flip side of things, if I run up to you and I go like this and you just like go out of shield and you just fair immediately, next time I'm not going to go like that. Because if I just do that, you're going to hit me every single time.
You're just going to hit him. Right.
So now my next movement option, instead of going and jumping towards you, I would just dash towards you and then dash back. Or dash towards you and then shield. Because if I go towards you and I shield, and you're going to just jump in fair no matter what I do, I wait for you to jump in fair, then I go for a back air. Or I drop shield, turn around, and go for a grab. Right?
Right. Okay. So yeah, so that's like more of the chess work that I've seen people talk about, where it's like you have to, that's the reading that you guys are talking about.
There's layers to it as well, right? And that's why you'll also hear top players say that it's easier to fight another top player than it is to fight someone who's brand new at the game. And they say that not because the person that's brand new at the game is clearly better than them by any means. Like that's not what they're saying. They're saying they can't read someone who doesn't even know what they're doing.
Right.
So I can't condition you to say, if I jump towards you, you're gonna just stay in shield because you're scared. It's like you're just gonna jump out of shield every single time because you don't understand that there's fear, or that you should be in fear of some sort because there's a potential danger of me doing something, right?
Right.
I'm not sure how long you've been in the Smash scene, but have you heard of the term Unga Bunga?
No.
So Unga Bunga is pretty much, it's a made up term by like I guess fighting game players or Smash specifically, where it's like the player that's doing like an Unga Bunga approach is someone who just jumps at you and pushes whatever button they want and they don't care about what you're gonna do. And some characters have Unga Bunga moves where it's like I can just do this and I don't have to care. An example would be Charizard side B. Like, I'm just gonna randomly just do it point blank because I don't care, right? And that shit sometimes just works. But a good player would recognize that that's a bad option, but a bad player doesn't care. They're just gonna do it.
Right.
Okay. You got nervous.
No.
You could have lived too, because he had another jump.
I know.
With the wing, right?
I know.
It's all good.
Alright. So rushing is not the move. Let's see.
No. Nice.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm dead. Good catch.
Oh. I'm supposed to get past this guy. What the hell? Okay.
So right there, so I was jumping like that. I was hoping that you wouldn't jump with me, right? But then you jumped anyways, because technically that would be an example of you not knowing the fear. Because if you jump with me, I could just back air you and kill you.
Right.
So what I was expecting you to do. So when I was right here doing this, I was expecting you to just get up and then shield, then probably roll.
Okay.
Right? Whether or not you actually did that, it doesn't actually matter. What's important is that's what I was trying to get you to do, and you didn't do that. So I, as a player, need to recognize that and say, okay, if I just go like this, there's a good chance you're not going to shield. So if I just go like this or go like this, I'm going to hit you. Right? If I do this and then you shield, I'm just going to go for a grab. Right?
Right.
Or I'm going to land and go for an up smash because you're probably going to spot dodge expecting me to grab you, or you're going to roll expecting me to grab you. And if I up smash, I'll catch both of those options. Right? Just catching every jump. Oops.
Okay. Oh my god.
It's all good, bro.
Alright. So I know we have about 15 minutes. Like, what would you like? Do you want to use that?
I can play it with somebody else. We can try doing some other stuff.
Okay.
I think that's one of those things about Sephiroth, or like, I'll say Cloud or Ike or anybody who's more of a neutral based character. There's not a lot of combos where I can just say, okay, go away and learn how to do this, then come back and then you'll be magically good. Like, that's not really how this character
Right.
works. In my opinion, this is not an entry level character by any means, because he's knowledge based. He's neutral based, just like how Marth is, or Lucina is, or Cloud is. Because I know Cloud gets a lot of flack online as a very easy online character, but if you don't know what you're doing as Cloud, it doesn't matter if he has up B out of shield. Like, it doesn't really do a whole lot if you're landing on people's shields all the time and you don't know how to recover properly. People are catching your jumps and you're air dodging all the time because you don't know how to play neutral. Right. So same thing with Sephiroth, where you're going to excel as this character as you yourself just get better fundamentally at the game, right? And coming in with a good,
which is kind of what I want, actually.
yeah, absolutely. And coming in with a good mindset is going to be the biggest thing for you to start, right? So being able to slow you down right away is a huge plus versus having you try and play super aggro with this character. So right there, how I caught your jump, right? So as soon as I went off stage with you, I just jumped with you. And that's one of those things fundamentally, or just for myself, just having experience with the game, knowing that your character got the ability to make have two jumps right there, right? Because you got your one-winged angel as soon as I hit you, and you were off stage at the same time. Very, very strong chance that you're going to just burn one of your jumps because you can, right? So I'm going to take that gamble and try and cover your jump. Yeah, end up working out for me, right? Okay. Oh jeez, I couldn't fast fall for some reason. Oh no!
Oh my god! See,
it's all good,
that's
bro.
like I have bad habits like that. I would do that online a lot.
Here's the thing, something like that, I couldn't care less if you do that kind of thing because it's clearly a mistake. So it doesn't really matter, right? Obviously, if you're playing in a competitive match, it matters because of course
you don't want to
killed yourself. But like, it's not like, oh, I have to practice not doing that. It's like, you know, right? So it's whatever. Like, don't beat yourself up over that. Okay. Oh, tried to down tilt you. Okay. Very nice. Scared?
Yes. So, yes, I am.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. So right there, you should have forward tilted me and I definitely would have died at 140%.
Oh, okay.
One of those things you gotta also try and keep in mind as well is knowing my death percents. Or better yet, I should say your kill percents, not my death percents. Because it's gonna change depending on how heavy my character is, where we are on stage, stuff like that. But like, if you know that, like, let's say around
Okay.
100 to like 110 at the ledge, forward tilt's gonna kill. If you get me near the ledge, you should be trying to land that, right? If not, some
Mhm.
other kill move. If it's back air, if it's a smash attack, if it's dash attack, right? If we're mid stage and you hit me with forward tilt and you could have F smashed me or you could have back aired me, then you want to go for those instead, right?
Mhm. Okay. Alright, let's see how I can do this. Yeah, I'm shielding too long as well.
So right there, when you hit me with that down tilt, you pop me up right in front of you, right? That's one of those
Mhm.
opportunities where you want to pay attention to see what I do to land, and then next time you can punish it. Or you can even just try and take a guess and punish it right then and there too.
Okay.
Right, so if I come down like that, you could have potentially F smashed or maybe up smashed even. Sour spot. Don't want to throw out too many of those fares, right?
Right.
You'll notice that whenever I hit you or I hit your shield even, if I hit your shield or if I space right in front of you, I dash back or I jump away or I shield or something, right? So there's a bit of
Right.
a bit of a flow, right? So the flow is not me
So
just
like,
doing.
what were you saying? You hit this and then what?
So let's say if I hit your shield, or let's say I go for like something like I'll go for like a fair and I'll dash back,
Mm.
right? If
Okay.
I hit you, I'll move forward with that, right? I'll try and hit you with something else again. If I miss, like let's say for example, let's say that was the interaction. If I completely miss my fair and I cross you up, I'm gonna dash away
Yeah.
from you, right?
Okay.
And the reason is because if you try and lay back or out a shield, you might hit me if I try and jump and hit you a second time. Right, so if I go like this over top of you, then try and hit you again like that. Since I have landing leg and I didn't even hit you, you have no shield stun on your shield, so you can just back out a shield right away, and you can hit me.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So I have to do something more like.
It's a lot more. So once again, it's more movement, right?
Right. Okay. So.
Oops.
Do this. Way to do this.
Oh, not like
Oh my
this.
gosh.
It's all good, bro.
Has to be a way to do this. All right. Let's see. No.
You went for it all. Sometimes you gotta do it, bro.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Good. So I know we have about 5 more minutes. So like in this 5 minutes, I mean maybe we could play, but like I would say more so like what would be the practical like next steps, right?
I could send you a bunch of videos, whether you've seen them already or not. They'd be good refreshers just because you can apply them directly to Sephiroth, and also coming in with the mentality that we talked about as far as playing more defensively and more about walling out. So you can walk away with some things that you can definitely practice. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I guess the quick question is, how long have you been following my channel for?
I think like because I just started playing in December, so it's like I definitely followed it around then.
Yeah, so it hasn't
But
been
as
super
for as
long.
like, yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, so I have a lot of stuff I can send you then in that case, because I have some super old videos that are very, very relevant still today. So
Mhm.
I reference them in other videos all the time, so I can send you that stuff for sure. I guess as far like the main thing, like we talked about it before, is the main thing to practice for sure is just going into a game saying your main game plan is to try and get a lead and then keep that lead, even if it's only by 20% or 15%. Of course, the lead is going to fluctuate. You want to try and stay ahead by more than just 15%. But if you
Right.
get to a point where someone has to approach you, and every time they approach, you are hitting them away or you're making them chase you and like get them aggravated, that's what you want to do,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
If you're winning, you don't want to chase somebody.
Right.
right? If you're clearly better than them and you can just get the game over with, then by all means go ahead and do whatever you want. But if it's an even match, or maybe the other person might even be better than you really want to take your time. That's just what this character is.
Hmm.
Right? Yeah, I probably could send you like 15 videos, bro.
Okay.
At least we'll see, but yeah, you know what? Let's keep playing. And
Okay.
do you have any other
So okay.
questions as well?
No, I think it's like, I mean, like in terms of like a like, because I get super weird when I get competitive. It's like, is there like